Good morning. 60 seconds to Serenity with me, Gregg Hammond. It is Friday, November 10th. And 60 seconds to Serenity is, good morning, your stickers and magnet went in the mail yesterday. If you would like a magnet and a sticker, if you will get me your address, I will send those to you. It's great if you can reimburse me for the postage, the cost of the postage. If you can do that, that's great. So there are some chimes for the morning to start off. Your 60 seconds to Serenity. The goal here is to help everyone learn how to trigger, use the tools that you have in your thinking and your affirmation, your breathing, and to use that so that you can turn any kind of, any time that you have an emotion, strong emotions from your surrounding areas that make you feel angry or upset or sad or frustrated or anything that is a vibration that you don't want. You use your 60 seconds to Serenity, the tools that we're learning here that I'm sharing with you. Use that to create your 60-second switch, right? And it will get quicker and quicker. We talk about the breathing, and the breathing being just like a wave coming in on a beach in the Caribbean, on a nice calm beach where the wave drifts all the way up on the sand, comes right up to where it's ready to go back out. And that is how you focus your breath to resemble a wave, serene, calm, going in and out. And then we pair in tools. Part of making this work more efficiently for you and making the rest of your day, all of your day, every day, your now, remaining in the now, making that work all the time throughout your day is to use all these tools. I'm giving you tons of tools. Reading from some of my favorite books, some of the most knowledgeable authors that I've ever, are the books that I've ever read. And also talking about the keep smiling. First thing in the morning, if you don't have one of these cards, you want one of these, I'll get you a card as well. But having a keep smiling card somewhere where you can see it often. If you can get it in, put it in a type of a sleeve. This is a nice plastic sleeve. This is, put my gold cards inside the plastic sleeves so that I can carry them in my pocket, so I'm reminded of them. Having this card in your coat pocket or somewhere where you'll see it often helps remind you of the keep smiling and that how powerful that is as a tool that you have. So you have your breathing, you have your affirmations, and you have this keep smiling. Think of things that keep you smiling. And part of what I was thinking about, I just wanted to share today. You know, you write down your gratitude lists. I have my notebook where I write down 10 things I'm grateful for, and I try to get most of that done in the morning. Sometimes I'll do more than just the 10. But I try to have 10 things, and I try to shift them around from the people that I'm grateful for, and I think about all the things that I'm grateful for, and things that I'm grateful for in my environment. And it could be anything from, like, you know, my musical instruments to my plates, forks, knives, and non-stick frying pans, to having a nice warm place to wake up in the morning like this. And something that I'm extremely grateful for is that people tune in and watch this and leave comments and say, that they've been employing these things, they've been using these things, these techniques, and I'm getting feedback that people are finding them very effective. I know that they were very effective for me, and that's part of the reason I'm sharing them, is because it means a lot to me to know that I have the ability to share these things. It totally shifted my life. And if you know about my life in the past, you'll know that I've really shifted tremendously. And part of it was because I started to understand this quote, and I did not switch the camera around. I wonder if I could do that now. I might be able to do that as I'm on camera. Hold on. Check that out. I love the technology. That's something I'm very grateful for. Now you can read the Funk Parade, which happens in May here, and I help work with the people, the team here, the Funk team, to do the guitar jam, which is pretty cool. But this quote, "We become the change we want to see in the world," was a real shifting point for me to understand that. And I love quotes by anybody that has something very profound, something very positive, wisdom. And I was going through my list. I have, tons of ways that I get quotes. One of them was a calendar that I had that had dates on it, right? Today's November 10th. It happened to be that I grabbed this one. I wasn't looking through them, and I don't have them in a certain order. They're all shuffled like a deck of cards, and I just happened to grab today. It was perfect. It was a Thursday. November 10th was a Thursday for last year. Today it's Friday, right? But this quote by Martin Luther King Jr. is love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. And the thought of that is pretty powerful. Would you want to do that? Do you have enemies out there that you'd like to transform into a friend? And you could do that only with love. And sending out love, I was talking about that yesterday. Sending out love to people, especially people that you might feel a different emotion when thinking about them. They're the ones that you want to shift that, because what's happening inside you is what you're wanting to shift. When you're sending love to somebody like that, you're shifting the energy inside yourself, and you will see the shift in them. It's pretty amazing. And the quote, one of the quotes that came to my mind that I've heard, it's teach your children well. But I like to add to that and make that, and remember, all children are your children as well, because it's a big family. So take a little bit of take some responsibility, and think about that all children are really your children, and so you can influence those children who are always absorbing and listening to everything going on, and share things like the 60 Seconds to Serenity education that I'm sharing with you. That to become the change, you want to be that example, become the change, and the children who are watching you will also. They're like sponges. They would duplicate what you're doing, and so be an amazing example. So for your gratitude list, you can write down lots of different things, and I recommend that you do those 10 things that we were talking about, your non-dominant handwriting. And I know I'm going to have to hop off of here and do my reading soon. This was an example that I wrote down: first, last name, the day, the month, the year, the day number, and the time. This was from just a couple days ago that I did this as an example for you. My handwriting, I'd showed, where did that thing go? So here is I did showed you the example of that I had written out the Saturday, December 3rd. This was from last year, when I was writing out 5 paragraphs with a very powerful statement. And the statement was, rather than permitting my paradigm to employ my spiritual power to hold me back or keep me where I am, I make this committed decision regardless of how difficult it may be for a period of time. My paradigm shift is constant and certain. And paradigm is a collection of habits. If you can monitor yourself and do the tracking of yourself and say, oh, look, I have the habit of when I get up, I do these 4 things, and well, are they productive? Tracking your habits and taking note, and also creating new habits. And I'll talk, part of the 60 Seconds to Serenity is to create a new habit. For you, create a ton of new habits, and you put all those together, and you have a new paradigm, and you live your life a different way, and shifting your life and changing it. Let's see, my screen is, I can't see the comments because I switched the screen over so you could read everything, but that's okay. I'd prefer that you could read everything rather than me be able to read things that are posted there. So I'm going to start with the next few days here. I'm going to work on something that's very important as you go through and shift your mind and you're working to improve your life. You want to make sure that you are constantly reminding yourself that that you are extremely important and why, and that you can do it. Anything you set your mind to, you can do it. Anything that your mind can conceive, that means think it up, and believe, and that means staying constantly in belief that you can achieve it, knowing that if you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. And so I'll go through this in the next few days. I'm going to go through this self-confidence formula, right? And I'm very proudly sharing this. It's part of, it's from the Proctor Gallagher Institute, and Bob and Sandy, Bob Proctor, Sandy Gallagher, tremendous mentors, and I appreciate them, and they share so much stuff. I'll post some links as well to other stuff, and they have content that is available for free that will totally help you shift and keep you on your path of your 60 seconds to serenity. My goal is to help you to be able to respond instead of reacting. I'm going to have to hop off here so I can go do my reading. Think about today, setting a goal, thinking about we're setting goals through the very end of this 2017 to go into 2018, already on those, committed to those. And one of my goals is to be able to do these videos every single day and share 10 to 15 minutes of wisdom that stays consistently on the positive side, and the ability to help 1 million people shift into and use the tools of 60 seconds to serenity. And I'm going to play some more guitar, which for me, I play all day long. I play every day, but I want to be able to play a little bit more. And I'm going to learn piano. That's another thing. I have a baby grand piano that will come. I am working on manifesting the transportation. That's the only thing that I haven't worked out, and it's actually pretty easy for a mover in general. So I'm looking for a mover in the Washington, D.C. area that is willing to help out. The piano is a donation. It's an amazing antique piano it's a John Struck, and it's a player piano. It's fully restored, and all I have to do is get it here to Washington, D.C. from Hampton Roads, Virginia. So I'm working on thinking that into actually happening, right? Cheers to you guys on a beautiful Friday morning. I hope that you're headed into a weekend with good plans to work on improving your life and the life of everybody that you're interacting with. Peace, love, music. Stay tuned every morning. And share this. Feel free to share this with anybody you want. And I appreciate all the comments that come in there. I check them later on after I finish my morning study. And I really appreciate everything that everybody posts. Write in the things that you're grateful for. Write in a few of those there to share with me, but also to share with everybody else who's reading through this. And feel free to share this in any group that you want. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Peace, love, music. Oh, I don't know if I know how to get out of here. Yeah, I do. All right. Peace. I see there's a bunch of comments in here already. I got to hop off because it's time for me to